Good morning, everybody. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome into my divine feminines, my divine masculines, my beautiful star seeds, my soul tribe. Whoever feels connected to come in and watch my videos, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, thanks for just getting my message out there. I love this channel. I love doing this. I hope that this inspires others to do the same. I remember before I started this channel, watching other YouTube readers, and sometimes they would say certain things that would like inspire me to do this. So I hope that I can do the same for others out there that are thinking of doing this. I urge you to do it. Don't wait. Your mind can come up with a million different excuses why you should be afraid to do this. But the truth is, I wish I had done it sooner. That's the truth. I really wish I had done this sooner, but you know what? Everything happens in divine timing the way it's supposed to. And it was 111 on the timer when I said that. I truly do believe this channel began in its perfect time. So, it's funny. I had such a beautiful day yesterday with winter solstice and a lot of epiphanies, a lot of awakenings, as you saw from my video yesterday. Just a lot of acceptance yesterday. Even when I went out yesterday to go for my walk in the forest, it was so sunny out before I left the house. And as soon as I got out on the road to drive to the forest, the clouds rolled in and the sun was gone. And I found myself getting frustrated because I'm like, for God's sakes, I just needed a little bit of sunshine today. And then I remembered that other video I was watching of the gentleman who did the like crazy hike up to Shiva's temple in the Himalayas. And he was saying, how rainy it was every day and his clothes were all wet and he really wanted the sun to come out to dry his clothes. And I know I said this yesterday, but it made me think of that in the moment. And I thought, okay, my desire is that I want the sun out, but that's not what's happening right now. So either I can still go on this forest walk despite the sun not being out, and know that I'm still getting the rays of the sun despite the clouds being out, or I can say screw it and not go at all. And I went. I posted a picture even of me in my favorite little forest in Aurora, Ontario. I spend a lot of time there in the summer. It was where I first started filming my videos for this channel. And it's a weird, last night I was kind of just taking in the day, taking in all of the lessons, all of the growth, all of the reasons why I had to go through such a challenging week. And I was processing all of it, and I was sort of watching stuff on TV, and all of a sudden I felt this shift inside of me. I can't really describe it. It was very subtle, but something felt like energetically around me, within me, something shifted. And it's really hard to put it into words, but all I can explain it was that it felt like there was a shift. A shift happened, and if I wasn't in such a reflective place, I might have missed it. I might not have even felt it or caught it, but it was because I was in such deep reflection that I was able to catch this subtle shift in the energy. And I felt it yesterday. I felt like the lead up to the solstice was like looking at all of me, looking at the light, looking at the dark, accepting both. And I had this realization that if I accept the light and the dark in me, and I am a mirror for you, well, then I must accept, I must, oh my God, why can't I friggin' talk? I must accept the light and the dark within you. And I've struggled with people. I've struggled, and you might think that's nuts because I have a channel, but people disappoint me. I have a lot, I guess, because of the human that I am and the amount of work I do. I guess I've realized that I set this expectation of others to do the same and rise to meet me at my level, but not everybody is where I'm at, and everybody's in their own journey. And I realized yesterday, like, especially in the previous job that I was in a service job in sales, clients sucked. They treated you like shit. They were very demanding, very entitled. They didn't look at you like a human being. You were just a service person to them, and you should be on and available at all times of the day. You're not allowed to make mistakes. You should be perfect. And it was a lot of pressure. And it made me hate people. In all honesty, if I'm being real with you guys, it made me hate people. And I knew I needed to get out of that position, because how can I do this if I hate people? And hate's a strong word, and I don't want to use that word. I don't hate people today. People disappoint me still today, but after yesterday, it's like I finally accept that everybody is on their own journey, and everybody plays a part. Even the people that have hurt us, and I'm sorry to harp on this, but I'm going to use my twin flame. All the pain he's caused me in the last year, all the confusion. We agreed to play these parts before we came here. And that dawned on me yesterday too, that even the part my dad played, the part my mom played as a child, we all agreed to this before coming here. And you know what? I thank them. I thank them for stepping up and choosing to be the awful person in my life to help me grow. What a beautiful gift they gave me. And they chose to be the person that was going to hurt me, even though they would never want to do that. But I asked them to do that in spirit form before coming here to help me on my journey. And what an honor that they chose to do that for me, for my spiritual and personal development. So it's helped me. Having sort of these realizations yesterday really helped me accept people for as they are, and just accept that this is the way things are. And listen, I'm sure there's going to be days where this is not going to be an easy thing for me to just accept. But that's where I'm at today. And I do feel like, we've shifted with this winter solstice. I'm waiting for the sun to rise today. It's dark out right now where I live. It's really early in the morning. And I feel like as that sun rises today, it's like a fresh, clean slate, if that makes sense. And it's not any coincidence or surprise. And I shuffled twice. I shuffled the cards for my Instagram page today, and then 2 cards came out. So I stuck them back in the deck and I shuffled again. And one of those cards flew out again. And it was Spirit Guardian of Summer Expansion. And this card talks about looking after yourself, following your passions, and beautiful things will follow: abundance, prosperity, love, happiness, joy. This is the energy of summer. And I don't know why. I know we're in winter, but yesterday it felt like this. Like after yesterday, the sun was going to rise, and this was the energy that we were going to be in, or the people that are doing the work, anyways. Not everybody is going to be in this, but people that are drawn to my channel will. If you were attracted to open this video and watch it, this is your message. This is for you. This was not a coincidence. And the card talked about, not putting everyone else ahead of yourself. You need to expand by focusing on you and your passions and what you desire, and then following those curiosities, following the things that make you passionate, that light you up inside. And if you don't know what those are, then go find out. Start reflecting, start making lists of what those things are for you. So anyways, that's my little speech for the morning. I don't know what I'm going to read about today. I'm going to let the beautiful Light Seers deck, beautiful Chris Ann, my new friend that I had met at a women's circle who created this deck. Lovely, lovely woman. I'm so grateful I got to meet her. So I decided I'm going to use her deck this morning and just see, what does my collective need to hear this morning, Spirit? I feel like that is way too many, so I'm just going to keep shuffling. Oh, shit. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you, this morning, I really felt like I needed to do a love reading. And I was like, nope, 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 nope. I don't want this channel to be about love. And I'm sorry, but that's the cards that seem to have come out this morning are completely a love reading. Um, so let's do this. Okay. So the cards that have come out are the Five of Cups in reverse. I wasn't going to do reversals, but I don't know. I feel like I need to honor the cards coming out this way. So the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess upright, the Seven of Swords upright, the Devil, Ace of Cups, and the Lovers is the last card that came out. And I mean, Five of Cups is usually a card of like sadness, of reminiscing, but I feel like in the reverse, the Five of Cups is the opposite of that. And I feel like, and maybe it is the energy of the winter solstice, that you have been reflecting on love. And these cards, usually in the upright, Five of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Moon, are like, I don't know, I'm going to say not negative, but they're like healing, sadness, healing broken hearts. Illusions is the Moon. So these cards in reverse are telling me that you're overcoming these things, that you're no longer sitting in sadness around love, that maybe you've accepted, maybe you've come to this place of acceptance and you're no longer, sitting in a ball, feeling sad about things. This is in the reverse. So you're coming out of this little nest, this isolation, this wanting to keep yourself safe and small. You're coming out of that now. You've broken the illusions. You've broken the illusions. Now, why is the King of Pentacles in reverse? I want to look at this. I want to see King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, why can't I talk today? Focusing solely on wealth, workaholic tendencies, being selfish or cold, laziness, taking harmful shortcuts, stagnation, or feeling stuck, being overly conventional. Interesting. I mean, hey, if any of those fit with who I'm reading for today, maybe what this is saying is you've put a focus on abundance, wealth. You haven't really had a focus on love. And the lazy part, I don't know. I don't feel that's applicable here. I feel like this in reverse is more talking about you sort of swore off love. You decided that you were going to focus more on your career, more on your abundance, and you weren't even going to focus on love. And but I feel like with the High Priestess coming out, you've had a change of heart maybe in this area. I feel like because the illusions have fallen now, you're not in such, and thank you, Spirit. Spirit just said, like, you went to this conclusion because of so many past heartbreaks. You were so afraid of love, that you were afraid to even open your heart up again. So you decided that you were just going to focus solely on money, career, and wealth. And love just wasn't going to play a part in this. But that was the illusion, that you can have both. The illusion for you was you thought you could only focus on that one thing. You couldn't focus on both at the same time. So that was your illusion, I think. And the illusion that you were never going to find love, I think. So I'm feeling like a lot of really negative mindsets. The devil card coming out here could be addictions too. Addictions getting in the way, and that's addictions can mean a lot of different things. I'm in the middle of reading Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Meet Me by the River, and she talks about the various forms of addiction, and it can be drugs, it can be alcohol, it can be people, places, and things that change your mood, that alter you in some way can be an addiction, or this could represent bad mindsets, negative mindsets. And I think for my viewer right now, your negative mindset was that um, love sucks, basically, that you've been hurt so many times in the past that you're just going to focus solely on wealth and money. And you're not going to focus on love anymore. But something shifted, and maybe it was this winter solstice energy, but you're now sitting in your high priestess energy, and something has completely shifted for you. And maybe you felt it last night too. Maybe you felt the shift. Because I think you're moving out of this Seven of Swords energy where you've been betrayed. You've been betrayed so many times in the past, um, that like you just didn't want to give love a chance. But I think with this High Priestess energy, you're moving out of this heartache. You're moving out of the illusions. You're moving out of whatever this destructive devil energy is that has been keeping you from this. Ace of Cups and the Lovers is the last two cards. And I feel like you're recognizing, thank you, Spirit, you're recognizing that you can have both. It doesn't just have to be one or the other. You can have both. You can have, oh, thank you, Spirit. They just showed me. I don't know why I just referenced it as a she, but she just showed me, maybe it was Mother Earth, this expansion card again. Follow your passions, follow your curiosities. You can have both. You can have the wealth, the abundance, and the love. And maybe that's the illusion you've just overcome through this winter solstice. Maybe this dark night of the soul energy for you was coming up to show you that this is wrong. Like, you don't have to think this way. You can have both. You can have total fulfillment and love with another person, and you can go after wealth and abundance at the same time. It doesn't have to be one or the other. They do go hand in hand. I feel that worthiness and feeling like you're enough, it goes hand in hand with wealth and abundance. And maybe this, again, this is the illusion that you have broken. So let me just see if there's any more here. Spirit, is there anything else that you need my collective to know? Can you show me through the cards what else my collective needs to know around love? Okay, yeah. So Queen of Swords is what came out. I think Two of Wands. To me, this feels like you've been sort of sitting in this Queen of Swords tough bitch energy. And this doesn't have to be male or female, but you've been in this very sort of cold, closed off, Queen of Swords type of energy. She's cold. She's not working from a place of love. She's guarded. Um, I mean, she's very in control of herself, but she's very cold. This is a very cold energy. She doesn't want to let anybody in. She keeps her walls up and she protects her space, but this isn't working for you anymore. And you're starting to realize that. You're starting to look out at the world and going, wait, something is missing. Something is missing. And maybe you have achieved your wealth and your abundance and your success in your career, and you're looking out and going, something is missing. Why don't I feel happy with this? Why don't I feel good? I've achieved everything I wanted. Why is this not feeling good? And the Ten of Wands has come out in reverse. This is telling me that you're not carrying around the baggage of the past anymore. You're recognizing that the baggage of the past isn't serving you anymore. And maybe you had to face that this past week in the winter solstice. Whatever this past energy is, this past heartbreak, this past hurt that you've been carrying forward, that's been preventing you from stepping forward into love. The Knight of Pentacles came out in reverse. And this is like, again, I feel like this is saying, like, your focus solely on money and wealth was the wrong way. This was the wrong way, and this is what you thought was the right way. um, but the Knight of Pentacles is coming forward in reverse to say that money is just a part of it. Abundance and wealth are just a part of it. But I feel like you're moving quickly. The Chariot and the Strength card, you're starting to overcome these things. You're overcoming these things because you do want love. You do want love with or a companionship. You don't want to just be alone, and you've realized that um, wealth isn't giving you that intimacy, that happiness that you're looking for. Connection is what you want. Connection with another person is what you're after. And I feel like the Strength card is showing me that you're waking up to that. You're stepping up to the plate. You are going after the thing that you want. I'm gonna do I'm being told, thank you. I'm just going to pull one last card from the Sacred Forest Oracle to close this up. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for recognizing that money isn't the end all be all, that it's okay if you've been hurt. You can trust. You can trust what's coming. Trust. Oh my God. Oh my God, wise woman of the grove, grace. Yes, you're doing this gracefully. You're recognizing that going after the money only and forgetting about love, like you're doing this gracefully. You're not fighting this anymore. And strength came out again. Ancient oak spirit, strength. Dragonfly spirit, change. And the final card, Starry Night, acceptance. Yes, this just confirmed everything I just said. You're finding the strength to make the changes that you need within and accepting, like, oh my God, this feels wintry too, like the dark night of the soul. You're finally accepting that you do want love, that love is something that you've been desiring, but you pushed it so far down because you were so afraid to be hurt again that you were not open to it. But you've realized in possibly accumulating that wealth that you do actually want this. Love is something you really want. So you are finding the strength to make the changes by accepting this truth that you can have both. What a beautiful message today. It's funny. I knew love was what I was meant to talk about, but I was like, no, I don't want to talk about love today, Spirit. And Spirit didn't give me a choice. So I do hope this helps somebody out there. Again, I'm really proud of you for finding this acceptance, because it really is a freeing thing. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you guys. Mwah.